Ooh,
Um, I don't know if there's already a podcast called Trigger Warning, but I like Trigger Warning just as a name.
yeah.
And there was something else too that had to do with like, oh, it was like unruly women.
I like all
So
those for real.
just running those, running them
Yeah.
through, no rush. I got a notification the other day that our was it the Patreon that was gonna delete because we weren't active on it. And I'm like, it's fine.
What?
Um yeah. Um and it probably hasn't yet. So like there's probably time to save it. But the day that I saw it, I want to say I was sick when I saw it. So I was like,
Yeah. Okay.
don't give a damn about none of that shit. Um, but okay, heading into 2026 and being a small business owner,
Yes.
snaps.
Excited.
So, have you told them that you're leaving, or do you intend to tell them that you're leaving?
So, in the past, from what I've gathered, anyone
Mhm,
who's tried to put in a 2-week notice, it's kind of been like, just go ahead and pack up
mhm,
your station and go. So, like, I was
yeah.
trying to be smart about it
Mhm.
because we get off from Christmas Eve till New Year's. And so I was just during that little break just gonna be like, hey, so like I don't plan on returning.
Absolutely. Good for
And I
you.
mean, I already have, like, all of my clients that I wanna take, a few of them already know.
Good for you.
So, yeah,
And you can
I got
run some little local Instagram and TikTok ads just with your face,
oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, so I'm going with Salon Lofts, and so they
Mhm.
do that. Like,
I love it.
I think I have a business call on Friday with
Mhm.
somebody about, like, getting my website set up and everything, so 'cause, yeah,
Mhm.
that I was gonna take that week to, like, yeah, get everything together, like, I gotta go buy, like, shelving and storage and color, so I was trying to hit the new year, like,
Boom,
running.
let's go.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love it. Love
I'm
that for
excited.
you. Mhm.
Yeah, and oh, yeah, 'cause I think I sent you a picture, right? My
Of your
official
business
LLC.
license. Mhm. Love it. So good. So good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
the nerves have started to wear off,
to
you
wear
know?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were freaking out a little bit.
I was a little
I
bit.
feel like it would be really weird if you weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime
Yeah.
you're going after I always like, for my check-in for myself is like, does this make my stomach, like, flip-flop a little bit?
Mhm.
That's a good thing,
Yeah,
right? Like, that's
yeah.
passion.
Not all
Yeah,
nerves are bad.
yeah.
And I
So
think I was just viewing it, because 'cause I've been doing hair now for 10 years and, like, it's all been in a commission style
mhm,
or salon. So it's
mhm,
like, "Okay, it's gonna be all on us."
mhm. Yeah, but you know what? It's you set your small goals and you just like my goal when I first opened up, because I just hit 6 months, I think, or I'm about to hit 6 months in my new suite. And like my initial goal was I sat down and I figured out how much money do I need to make each month to like pay
Mhm.
my bills at home, and then, of
Right.
course, included my salon rent. I divided everything by 4, and then my weekly goal is this is the minimum amount of money that I need to hit, right?
Mhm.
And then it's just like we're off and running, and
Yeah.
it's really fun. And it's not that much in the grand scheme of things, like, it seems like so much. It's not really that much money. I remember the first time I was in a suite was when I finally started to I remember when, like, $100 seemed like so much money to me, and it is, like, to be
Mhm.
clear, and also not really. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, not
Mhm.
really at all, like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Um, so, that's
Yeah, I
super.
think once I'm a few months in, like, everything will be fine. I think
Mhm,
what's scary is, like, kind of it's a lot of money up front. Right?
mhm,
Like, I mean,
mhm,
you're
mhm,
paying for you gotta decorate your suite, you gotta have
mhm,
products to sell, you gotta have products to, like, shampoo with the back bar, the color,
mhm,
and so it's
mhm.
just, like, it's a lot of money up front, and it's like, am I gonna be able to, like, make that back and then also yeah,
Going, yeah,
keep going, pay all my
yeah.
bills, pay my rent.
Absolutely. I made the choice. I actually don't keep products on hand to sell. I use affiliate links and like I just write recommendations and they go buy it themselves. Mainly because one, I don't want to have hundreds of dollars just sitting on the wall in my salon.
Mhm.
And I sell a lot of retail. Like I'm great at selling retail, but and
Yeah.
then you have to like dust it and keep it
Mhm.
clean, like, place order. I'm like, "I don't wanna do I
Yeah.
just don't wanna do it." I just
Yeah.
don't want to. I just don't
No,
want
and that's
to.
totally fair. I
Yeah,
think, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be very mindful of, like,
what you
what I'm
carry.
keeping, yeah,
Mhm,
and I would definitely like to do more an affiliate link
mhm,
situation.
mhm.
There is a little program with where I'm gonna be at, though, to where,
Hmm,
like, all the product you kinda buy through your rep or whatever, you
mhm.
can get, like it's called a rent rewards, so you can get, like,
Mm,
money back, and then you
nice,
can use that money to, like, pay for your rent, or, like, if you
nice.
wanna go on vacation or something, you have a little
Absolutely.
pillow. So, I kinda wanna look into that, and yeah, I mean, I don't like to call myself like a saleswoman or anything,
Mhm,
but like sometimes I do get frustrated when I'm like talking up a product and then it's
mhm.
like, "Oh, I don't have it." And it's like, yeah,
That will piss me
mhm.
off. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you can go to the store, but sometimes I feel like if you give it to them right now, they're probably gonna buy
Absolutely,
it. And, like, they
absolutely.
might not buy it, or they might forget. They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
"What was that product she was telling me about?"
yeah, absolutely. Um Yeah, no, I have so many clients. I'm very, very near an Ulta and so many clients that are obsessed with Ulta. I'm just like, boom, there you go. It's right there.
And that's a good point now that I'm thinking about it, like, where I'm gonna be. Do you know the
Mhm,
Grove area?
mhm,
Like, that's
mhm.
where I'm gonna be, and I don't
Beautiful.
know if there is a little, like, shop near other than,
Mhm,
like, other salons that are right there. I
mhm.
don't think there is an Ulta or
Mm,
a
mhm,
Target even, you know what I mean? Not that we should be
mhm.
shopping at Target,
You
but
definitely shouldn't.
but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Well, yeah, I just look forward to hearing all the fun deets and your
Oh,
clients are gonna love it. Yeah, and decorations and all that stuff, like, at the end of the day, it's gonna be, like a work in progress constantly, so don't feel
mhm.
like every single thing has to be up and perfect before you take your first client. You got your
Yeah,
shampoo bowl, you got your
yeah,
tools, you got your
yeah,
back bar products, let's
yep.
rock and roll. The rest of that shit, because 'cause they'll be excited to come back and see what you've done since they were there last too, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's kinda how I feel, because 'cause I'm gonna be sharing it's a two-person suite, and
Mhm,
so I'm gonna have, like, a suite mate,
mhm.
and we're just so opposite, like, color-wise. She's
Mm,
very, like, rainbow, colorful
mm,
hair, mismatch, which is fine, and, like,
mhm,
I've worked with her and everything's great, but I'm, definitely a little bit, like, more dark and moody, and so I was
mm.
telling her it would be cool if we can kind of do a gradient almost of, like, dark
Yes,
going into
yes.
a
I think that sounds
rainbow,
so fun. Yes,
so we'll
absolutely.
see.
Yeah. So exciting. So
Mhm.
exciting. Yay.
Oh,
Okay. So it's been several weeks since we saw each other last. I
yeah.
almost died last weekend.
I'm
So
glad
thank
you
you
didn't.
for, yeah, thank you for your patience with me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, be careful out there, guys, with the flu and all that nastiness. It's really gross out there. But I'm back and I feel amazing again.
You look good.
And so thank you. And so much has happened since we were together last.
Literally so much.
So, where do we even want to go first? Let me open up the little doc so we can be on the
Yeah.
same page here. I feel
Yeah,
like we just hit some salon culture and beauty industry talk, to be
yeah,
honest.
I know. Look
So
at
we can
us.
hop into pop culture. So I see we've got Kai Sanat says Black Americans don't have any culture.
Did I put that or did you put that?
I don't know, but I did see this
Okay,
and
'cause I think I
I
had to look it up.
oh, did you? Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe I did. Maybe I did. And so when you looked it up, do you know I'm assuming is he an immigrant? He's got to be an immigrant.
So, I think he was born here, but his parents are immigrants.
Okay, well, a child of an immigrant. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually what I meant, like first
Oh,
generation.
yeah.
Um, this drives me crazy. And I actually just had a conversation yesterday. I was coloring this woman's hair, and her family immigrated here from Jamaica.
Okay.
And I enjoy having her in my chair, but just some of the immigrant attitudes towards Black Americans drive me insane because I'm gonna need y'all to get your education up on why. First of all, if you don't actually commiserate, like what is it called when you are in community with Black American people on a day, like you don't know any of us personally and you just know what you
Mm,
see about us from media and
mhm,
online.
mhm.
Um, then already you're like so propagandized. You so you don't even really know Black people for real, right?
Right. Mhm.
And I think what I was telling her yesterday is I think the thing that pisses me off most about people who come here and don't know any real Black people is that y'all don't understand that the reason you can come here and be successful is because of all the things that Black Americans did during the civil rights movement, Jim
Mhm.
Crow, all of those things.
Absolutely.
Um, but to say that Black Americans don't have any culture when you can look literally all over the world and watch the entire globe imitate Black American culture is like some of the most ignorant shit I've ever seen in my life. Like
Literally so wild.
so many people that like just talk every day on a regular basis and don't even know that they're using African American vernacular. Like
Mhm.
I think they're calling it Gen Z talk. Like, bitch, that's AAVE. Stop playing in my
Right. Literally. Like, do not piss me off.
face. So yeah, I think that just I when I saw that, because that was actually a few weeks ago, but it just had me hot. And I just wanted to say to all of our immigrant brothers and sisters, I love y'all. I fight for y'all's right to exist peacefully in this country on a daily basis. I'm constantly arguing with people about how immigration makes this country better. Do not disrespect Black people like that. It's because of
Mhm.
us that you're able to be here in the first place. And from the looks of it, if we don't help you stay, ain't nobody really trying to fight for y'all to be here. So I'm just saying,
Okay.
don't burn no bridges.
Mhm. And I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking, I think it was during Mamdami's speech when he won.
Mhm.
He was talking about how like New York is built on immigrants and blah blah blah. And
Mhm.
not to take anything away from that,
Mhm.
but yeah, why do Black Americans always get left out in that conversation? Like it
Mhm.
wasn't just immigrants that built this
It was
country.
literally built on slavery, and there's a
Hello.
freaking plaque in the middle of the street to remind you Wall Street is literally where they sold our black bodies for
Hello.
for the enrichment of this company. Like, I mean,
Yeah, and
country, not
I
company.
just keep thinking, like, I feel like we'll never really know true, like, peace just because we can't even acknowledge the truth. Like, we can't
Yeah,
even admit, like, "Oh, no," like, America did some terrible things. Like, and I've always found it very frustrating that, like, everyone that has been brutalized by the American government, a lot of them have had some kind of reparations, except Black people.
literally except black people. I'm pretty sure it
Like,
accepts black people.
literally except Black people.
Yes.
So, why is that?
Yeah. I have a client who is a Jewish woman. She's around my mom's age, so she's late 60s, early 70s. We have a great relationship. She will tell anyone who will listen, she's anti, blue state. She's anti red, white, and blue state for that matter. Like, she hates it all. She's anti Zionism. She's a mouthy, unruly woman, and I
Love
adore her.
that.
And so she was in this week because, of course, the holidays are coming and she's trying to get her glamour together. And we got to talking, and I was asking her, especially now with so much conversation being had about like Israel's propaganda and all of the things, that it's blatant that our country like works for Israel.
Mhm.
Um, and so we got to talking about it, and I was just asking her, it's always confused me how, I understand, and I'm not in any way trying to be dismissive of the Jewish Holocaust. I understand that what happened to Jewish people was horrific, and it should be remembered and it should be talked about and like all of the things. I get that. What I don't understand is how, like, double or more that many African people, like what happened, bless you, what
Thank you.
happened to African people brought from America and around the world during slavery was and continues to be a Holocaust that just doesn't get acknowledged as a Holocaust, one. But two, how Jewish people got to the place where it's like basically against the law to even have any criticism about anything when it comes to the state of Israel. Like, if you say anything in any sort of way that's not complimentary, then it's anti-Semitic, right? But people can be disrespectful and say the most insane things about Black people, and it's like we're just supposed to get over it. And I'm like, what did y'all do as a people? Like, how did you get to the place that I can't post any like anti-Jewish things on
Mhm.
anywhere. I can't, you
Yep.
know what I mean? But there's a
Mhm.
whole country song right now about lynching Black people. Like, how did that happen? And she really was breaking it down for me, and it's not a simple solution, but she was kind of breaking down for me how, because she was basically saying it's out of guilt and with Jewish people, and I'm like, okay, but you don't feel guilty about Black people, about what y'all did to, like, I just am trying to understand. And so she
Mhm.
really broke it down for me, and it's kind of really too long of an explanation, but we started from World War II and up to present day and how we got here. Really fascinating,
Yeah,
fascinating
I'm sure.
stuff.
I'm sure. Yeah, I try to tell people, like, especially because now, just with the politics of America, everyone's always like, "Oh, well, you could just move. Like, just move out of the country. Just go somewhere else." And it's like, well, anti-Black is everywhere, babes.
First of
So,
all,
like,
first of all,
sure, I might not be called the N word or like, I don't know, but like anti-black is everywhere.
Yeah, you
And
can't
yeah,
escape
like,
it. Like, no, we're not going to run from it. We're going to confront it and fix it
yeah.
because
Mhm.
so basically, well, we just want to be racist. So you need to go somewhere else and continue to allow us to be racist and anti-black.
Right, right. And I think the Holocaust like is so and like again, don't get me wrong, the Holocaust was horrible, should have never
Mhm,
happened, but I think like why a lot of white people latch on to like the Holocaust, Pearl Harbor, not
mhm,
even 9/11 is because they saw themselves.
mhm,
They see
mhm,
themselves being like, "Oh, that
mhm,
could be me."
mhm,
But like when you think of slavery, well, that wouldn't have been me.
mhm,
You know what
mhm,
I mean? And it's like,
mhm. Unless they start to getting to feel too close to home, because then they're like, well, Irish people were slaves too. Irish
mhm,
people were treated worse than Africans.
mhm. Well, and they
Okay.
say that like about, the Italians too. Like, well,
Uh-huh.
the Italians, they were white people were racist to them, and it's like, yeah, no one's denying that like white
Yeah.
people weren't horrible to other white people, but then something happened and they were all seen as white and okay,
Mhm.
as long as they went against the black and brown people. Then they could be in
Mhm.
proximity to whiteness,
Mhm.
and I'm just like,
Mhm.
it's just so frustrating. I
Literally.
just hate being so, like, educated and knowing, like, what's actually going on, and everyone's like, "It's fine." No, this is not fine.
It's not fine. And not only that, but, like, we're so far past ignore it and it'll go away. Like, we're
Really.
so far past that, babes.
I see this photo, and it makes me angry every time I see it because it's literally,
Mhm.
like, just this beautiful photo of, like, the galaxy. And
Uh-huh.
just like all these stars, the planets, like it just looks so beautiful, the solar system. And then it's
Mhm.
like points to, and you can't even see it. Like you can't even see the little dot that it's pointing to. And it
Uh-huh.
says, "You are here paying taxes to pedophiles." And it
Holy shit.
makes me so mad because I'm like, yeah, literally, literally.
That's insane. That's insane. Another reason that I'm glad for you that you're going into business for yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's insane.
Mhm.
Gotta love some perspective. Gotta
Yeah.
love some perspective. Yeah.
Well, and we're the only species that pays to live here.
I say that all the time. I'm like, if humans are so smart, why are we the only animals that pay to exist?
Hello.
How did we get here? Whoever agreed to this, kick their ass right now.
Literally. And, like, no shade to, like, any religion or anything, but anyone who's, like, super faithful, I'm always like, "Is this your God? Like, this is who we're praying to?
Somebody come get them. Yeah,
Like, what?"
yeah. No, it's really bad. It's really bad. Yes.
I'm over it.
Um, okay, so we've got The Reckoning, and I think you texted
Yes.
me to talk about that, and then I think I was, like, watching something or I was elbow deep in something with Trump and, like, went off on a whole other rant, but, I am excited that that information is out. There's a
Mhm.
whole generation of people that aren't familiar with, you know, the psychopath that is Sean Diddy Combs. I saw so there's a few kind of takeaways for me because I didn't have like any really new information in that when I saw it.
Mhm.
But I am excited. I thought it was really funny. And I am no fan of 50 Cent, to be clear. I've never liked that man either. I don't like Diddy. I don't like 50 either. Like he just something about him I just don't like him.
He also hits women.
He also hits women. That's probably what it is, to be honest. But yeah, I don't care for him, but I do like the petty of like this situation. But that he said he's got like 140 additional hours of tape.
All right.
So, and that some of it is incriminating. So I'm excited for that.
Did he say
Um,
he's gonna drop it?
he said he was going to drop it on YouTube,
Oh,
or
okay.
he insinuated that he was going to drop it on YouTube. So
All
we'll
right.
see. But I was watching something on YouTube yesterday morning on my way to work. It was something about cults, or like cult behavior. And one of the guys that was talking, he said that they say you can tell how dangerous a cult leader is by how many times they change their name.
Mm.
And one of the things that stuck out for me during the Diddy the Reckoning was I was thinking like he was born Sean Combs, then he went to Puffy, then he went to Puff Daddy, then he went to P Diddy, then he went to Diddy. Now he's Love.
Oh,
Like,
he changed it?
huh?
Oh, I didn't know he changed it.
He was Love before he was going by Love before he was arrested. So, yeah, if you like his most recent album that probably sold like 27 copies, I think it's called the Love Album. He named his youngest daughter, the baby, her name is Love. Like he's and like you'll if you listen to him talk, I don't recommend it, but if you do, a lot of time, like I think he had just won like a lifetime achievement award or something. Like he'll give a speech and then he'll sign off with Love,
Oh,
or I
well.
don't like he's been going by Love for I think at least a couple years now.
Oh,
So,
that's
but
so
just
weird.
the number of name changes,
Yeah.
over a few decades. And it's like every time something happens, the big event at City College, that's when,
I didn't know about that. That was
oh, you
crazy.
didn't?
Oh,
Now, I knew about that, but there was a lot of footage that was shown that was new footage that had not been seen. Like,
okay.
there was a rapper in like when I was growing up, Father MC, who was a big deal. His girlfriend who was pregnant with his child died during that incident.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a pretty terrible incident. He was never held accountable. When he shot that lady in the face in the club and Shine went to prison for it, never held accountable. And I think that's why J Lo and Ben Affleck divorced this last time, because they had just gotten remarried. They just bought a house, and then she's questioned by the feds for this trial, and all of a sudden they're divorced, and the house is sold, and like, so I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
definitely
I
a possibility.
yeah. So the City College was new to you. Was there anything else in there that was new to you?
Not other than that, like not really. Well, I guess it was kind of interesting to learn more about like Bad Boy Records and like kind of all
Mhm.
that background
Mhm.
because like I was born in 94, so
Mhm. Mhm.
so it was kind of interesting to kind of learn because I think I've always been curious how he became so famous.
Mhm.
Because yeah, like I've always just associated him with Bad Boy Records. So
Mhm.
um yeah, so that was interesting. And then um I honestly think too, like, yes, Diddy's a horrible, terrible person, should go away forever. But I
Mhm.
also feel like he's kind of the tip of the iceberg.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
there's gotta be other hands in this bowl. And I was very frustrated with some of the interviews because you had some be like, "Oh, yeah, like, I heard him beating Kim," or, like, "I heard him attacking Cassie, but because he didn't pay me for this last job, like, this is why I'm here giving my statement. And it's like, "What?"
Yeah. Tell me you're a terrible person without telling me
Yeah,
you're
it's like, so
a
you can
person.
excuse abuse, but you draw the line at $100 or, like,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's clearly a trail of enablers behind him. And so it is, yeah, it's gross. Like the number of people who stood by while he
Mhm.
beat
Well, and I feel
Cassie.
like it reinforces that, you can ask a woman all the times, or you can ask women, like, "Have you ever been assaulted?" And, like, 9 times out of 10, they could probably tell you yes. But you ask your homeboys, "How many rapists do you know?" "I don't know any."
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm. The math isn't
the math
mathing.
isn't mathing. Something's going on here. And
Mhm.
I just feel like, yeah, that definitely reinforced that statement. Like, you had all these women coming forward and all the men being like, "I didn't see anything. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that bad. Well, why didn't Kim speak up? Why didn't Cassie speak up? Do you fucking
Yeah.
hear yourself?"
Yeah. And if they were around, they know exactly why they didn't speak up. They know
Okay.
exactly why they didn't speak up. What'd you think of the jurors?
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Like, and definitely they were influenced.
Mhm.
And, like, I feel like that that's gotta be so tricky, right? Because where was it? The trial was in New York, right?
Mhm.
So, like,
Mhm.
who wouldn't know fucking P. Diddy?
Everyone knows who he is.
Everyone knows who he is.
And not only does everyone know who he is, but he has reach in New York City.
Right. Literally.
Like, he can reach out and touch you in New York
Yes,
City.
literally.
And many people have said that there's been rumors about him and his behavior, or, like, people know what he's capable of. Like, this is not a secret.
Yeah,
Everyone knows.
I believe
Um,
it.
yeah. I feel like it really the jurors both pissed me off because one, like the whole, and some of it was just the attorneys did a bad job of presenting the case. Now I know I'm just a hairstylist, but when you're talking about convincing someone of force, fraud, and coercion, and everyone on the planet has watched Diddy go and has watched Cassie run away from this moment in the hotel, watched him come out in a bath towel, beat, drag, kick her, drag her back into the room where she clearly didn't want to be. So that's force.
Mhm.
Seems like to me that's probably force and maybe coercion to drag someone kicking and screaming back into a hotel room. On the stand, she admitted that she was running from a freak off.
Mhm.
How are we not convinced that there was force, fraud, coercion, and trafficking happening? I don't understand. It's not computing.
Literally, my eye will twitch.
Yeah. Literally. And I know, like, I know at least because I don't know, the guy was like Indian of some sort, right? Like,
Mm.
so, and not to overly generalize, but kind of to overly generalize that it's a somewhat patriarchal society where, the men are in control and make the whatever, whatever. And even there's so many arranged marriages, like women are not allowed to just come and go. So his whole trying to make it into this love story and
Yeah.
she could leave whenever she wanted, I'm just like, oh, okay, all
It's
right.
like when authors try to make, like, romance novels of, like, Black
Abuse.
women and, like, yeah, police officers or, like, Nazis, like, during World War
Mhm.
II, and it's like, no. Imma stop you right there.
Go ahead and
Unless
just
he's willing to, like, blow up his
Mhm,
whole, like, establishment, I don't wanna
mm,
fucking read it. Like,
word.
y'all have lost your fucking minds.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Immediately no.
And I always like to say it takes the average victim at least 7 times to leave their abusers, and that is if they will make it alive to get
And the
out.
and that's a broke ass abuser with no power.
Right. Right. Like, I don't understand how people don't get that.
Mhm, mhm,
And I think too, because again, I don't know what J-Lo may have or may not have witnessed, but like, um, because I felt this way kind of with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because everyone was
mhm,
always like, well, Amber Heard was a celebrity, like she could have done this, she could have done that. Okay, but when you're breaking it down, power dynamics,
mhm,
Johnny Depp was up here and Amber's here. Same
mhm,
with P. Diddy, Cassie.
mhm,
But at the
mhm,
time, P. Diddy and J Lo were
mhm,
kind of at that same power dynamic.
mhm,
Like she was
mhm,
popping off with her music. I think also
mhm.
in that time she was also getting because I'll say this, I don't really care for J Lo as a
Yeah,
singer. I think
yeah.
she's a phenomenal actress.
Mhm,
I think she can act, and if
mhm,
she would just put more focus into that, I'd be like, "Come on,
mhm,
girl, let's do
mhm,
this." Because like,
mhm.
she does say things sometimes that I'm like, "Okay, so I think there's a person in there."
Yeah,
You hear things and it's like, "What?"
yeah.
Like, she was just on a not to deter too much, but she was just on a round table with Sydney Sweeney, and J-Lo kinda brought up, she was like, "In this political environment, like, I think we should be speaking up for queer people and immigrants and, like, all this stuff." And I was like, "Okay, J-Lo, like, hell
Okay,
yeah." And then
alright.
Sydney was just kinda like,
Literally, she always has that same look on her face.
yeah, just like, "Okay." So yeah, I don't know if Diddy was beaten on J Lo like he was Cassie.
Yeah, I suspect that he was not, just because that, like you said, that's a different power dynamic, and that could have ruined his career. I don't believe, not to say that J-Lo couldn't be afraid of him, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Yeah, because
I don't
people
see it.
just, like, kinda kept bringing up, "Yeah, what does J Lo know? What" and I was like, "I don't know if she really knows anything for real."
Well, so the incident in the nightclub where the woman,
Oh,
Natanya
she
Rubin
was
is her
there.
she was there, and Natanya Rubin says that J-Lo is how the guns got into the club, because the men were being searched, but J-Lo was not searched on the way in. So,
I
not
mean, there's
only did
some
she
truth to that.
realistically could have been the one allegedly who brought the guns in, but then she was also witnessed after they left the club after the incident. She was witnessed throwing the guns out of the car by someone who was sitting, like a chauffeur sitting in like a limousine outside waiting for someone to come get in the car. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
he said he saw a light-skinned woman's arm throw the gun out that landed on the hood of his fucking car.
I mean,
um,
there could be some truth to that.
and that's not saying, again, that maybe she wasn't forced and
Right.
coerced.
Well, and I was gonna say, I've heard plenty of stories of men being like, "Hold my gun or I'm gonna use it on you,"
Mhm. Mhm.
because they
Well,
typically do know that, yeah, they'll get searched more than, like,
yes,
than will.
and I'm fairly positive that Cassie testified to also being forced to carry guns into the club. I'm pretty sure that now they didn't speak about it concerning J-Lo at all during there's so much that during his trial that wasn't brought up. I'm like, it almost feels like the trial was just kind of a show, but that
Mhm.
they never had any intention of convicting him of anything because, like, all the guns with the serial numbers scraped off, never mentioned.
Mhm.
There's, hundreds of terabytes of video, never seen. Like, it just, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
the baby oil should have been damning enough, for
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So,
honestly, I feel like with both, like, P. Diddy and, like, the Johnny Depp, I almost feel like those trials being so public almost like, shows other men in power, like, "Well, if you do it the right way,
mhm,
you can get away
yeah,
with it.
yeah,
Don't be dumb like these 2 to where we have
mhm.
to bring it to trial."
Mhm. And like I said, but the trial is more about of just putting on the show of accountability without the
Mhm.
actual accountability at the end.
Mhm.
Did you see where his chef has come out and been speaking a little bit in the
No.
last week or so?
Mm-mm.
She was supposed to testify during the trial, and she said she was at the courthouse, but at the last minute they didn't call her. I think they felt like she was a combative witness because she didn't want to be there. She was terrified to testify.
Mm.
Um, well, so she was frustrated because the feds had come to talk to her. And then literally within hours of the feds coming to talk to her, Diddy's attorneys got a hold of her to be like, "Hey, we heard the feds had reached out to you, and like Diddy just wanted to say if you need an attorney that he's happy to pay for your attorney's bills," which first of all seems like it should be illegal.
Yeah. What the hell?
Which is probably why Mark Agnifilo was so mad about Diddy recording him. I don't know if
Mm-mm.
you saw the drama with that.
No.
So some of that footage in The Reckoning was footage of that Diddy had recorded, and he was actually recorded on the phone with his attorney, because he clearly was filming footage for, like a what do you call it? His own documentary that maybe he was gonna do after he got off, right? So there's footage of him. He's got his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, on speakerphone, and he's recording a conversation between the two of them.
Yes, I do it's coming back to me.
Okay. So for several days, they're like TMZ and Mark Garagos and the two angry men. They're like, they won't stop talking about it. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, first of all, his attorneys knew that part of the reason that he's on trial is because he's constantly recording shit. So why they didn't think that he was recording them is kind of beyond me. But the fact that they just wouldn't let it go makes me wonder, what are you so concerned with being on those tapes?
'Cause they're all
Because
involved.
absolutely. Absolutely. And so I don't remember the one attorney's name, but I don't know if you remember the black guy before the trial actually started. He had an attorney who did what did they call it? A noisy withdrawal, where his attorney, like, basically went to the judge and was like, "There's no way that I can defend this man.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
need
do
to."
I remember hearing yeah, I think we talked about that.
Probably. Did we talk about the fact that that very same attorney, um, not recommended, he represented Osama bin Laden after 9/11 during his trial just fine. So the fact that you were able to represent Osama bin Laden after 9/11, but you just can't
Oh,
with Diddy, I feel like says a lot.
a little bit, a little
I
bit.
feel like that says a lot. But they said that the reason that he did that, where he was so because he could have quietly gone to the judge and requested to be released, but that he did that very publicly and noisily like that on purpose. It's allegedly suspected because if it comes out that his attorneys were in on it, that he's going to be like, "Yeah, remember when I was like shouting out about how absolutely no." So
Mm.
yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
that's interesting.
But your boy Luigi might be getting let off. I know that's not on the thing.
He should be free. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah. And it looks like he really, like, legit did nothing wrong,
He did
and the
nothing
police are
wrong.
trying to frame him.
Right. Because they're
Shocking.
stupid. And it's
Shocking.
like, your incompetence is what's gonna allow him to be free. So, like,
Mhm.
you literally have no one else to be mad at but
Yeah.
yourself
And
because you don't know the
it's
fucking
not
rules.
even incompetence, you're literally trying to frame him, because how are
Mhm.
you searching a book bag for 2 hours? Period.
And
End
how
of
do you even get
sentence.
to read someone's Miranda rights?
But searching a backpack for 2 hours and not finding the gun and then getting to the police station and all of a sudden
Mhm.
finding the gun is crazy. That's crazy work.
You know what? And didn't Khalif Browder's case happen up in New York too?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
They must have something with fucking book bags up there
Yeah,
because, yeah,
yeah.
he was in Rikers because of a book bag.
Mhm. Yeah.
We don't have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know when do you know when Luigi's trial is supposed to be?
I don't know because I feel like they keep pushing it, right?
Mm,
Like anytime
mhm.
I hear of something, it's like, oh, well, now it got pushed back.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
When
I'm gonna be
is
honest.
Luigi?
I feel like I haven't really kept up with too much news, unless
Mm.
it comes across my social media, and I'm like, maybe I should pay attention to that.
And same, but Luigi always, like, I purposely have inserted him into my algorithm, so his
Yes,
stuff pops up. So it
I'm
says
always.
that mhm. It says that the judge expects to rule on the admissibility of the evidence, on May 18th, at which time a trial date is expected to be set.
May 18th. My
So
gosh!
much
So
for a speedy trial.
he's been in there what a whole year,
A
a
year.
year
It's been over
now.
a year. Yeah. Because it was roughly this time last year, it was like November, because I'm sure that we talked about it last year at this time. I was on the phone with United Healthcare and had been fighting with them for like a week and a half.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden I was getting this message about how the timelines because of, to recent events or whatever. And I'm like, that's weird. And
Mhm.
that happened that morning while I was on the phone with them.
And you know what? United Healthcare still hasn't learned anything.
Mhm.
They got scared for what, maybe 2 weeks, and then they were like,
Mhm.
"Well, they can't kill all of us, right?"
Mhm. Yeah. So, did you watch when you logged on, did you see how all these individual apps have like their little wrapped at the end of the year? And so it shows, like,
Oh,
did you
yeah.
see that when you logged on today?
No.
So we had one, it was pretty cute. But
Oh,
so one of the things that it was like one of the words that we used the most this year, I found hilarious. It was Olandria.
gosh,
I
that's
think that was like our number one most used word behind. I mean, even in front of I think it said. So,
oh
but I
my
saw that
god.
Ace and Shelly broke up, but I don't know the deets.
Okay, so now we're all feeling like Shelly being genuinely confused because she was on a podcast and like whoever those 2 podcasters were, they were great. Like they weren't trying to like pull anything from her. They just casually were like, "Oh, like how are you and Ace?" And she
Mhm.
kind of was like, "Um, Ace and I are no longer together." And they were like, "What?" And they were like, and they were kind of like, "Is this okay? Like, do you want to talk about it? Or like, does anyone else
Uh-huh.
know?" And she was kind of like, "No, we just kind of figured that like it would probably just be best if we went our separate ways, but there's still love there." It was just very like, And like I said, the 2 interviewers I thought did great. They weren't trying to,
Mhm,
like, pull any more information, just allowed her to kinda talk about it organically. And then I
mhm.
see the other day she posted on Twitter or something like, "Thank you for everyone who reached out, like, but me and Ace need some time to, like, talk about this privately." I don't know, just kinda, like, walked back what she said and then
Mm.
was kinda like, "Oh, me and Ace are, like, still trying to figure it out." It's like, "But that's not what you said on the podcast."
That's not what you said, babes.
So,
Huh,
like, what's going on?
huh.
So, I
I
don't know.
know
I don't know if they're broken up or if they're
okay.
together now.
Well, and wasn't Ace was one of the ones that was kind of very cognizant of how he appeared, right? Like, he was
Mhm,
very strategic about so I just wondered if he like, they hadn't had a discussion about how they were gonna roll out the breakup,
mhm.
and
Yeah,
so
I think Shelly saying that definitely, like I think
messed up.
he texted her as soon as he saw that clip and was like, "What the
Mhm,
fuck?"
mhm.
Let me see if I can find what she posted.
Huh.
I can't get over that Alandria was our number 1. That's so
Yes.
funny.
So, I actually
Shout out to our
downloaded it. Huh?
shout out to our queen. Love her.
Yes. Love her. Like, why it's li I don't know how she gets prettier, like, how is how? How?
I'm not religious or anything, but I do like that little what's it like to be God's favorite?
Literally. Literally. She's
So
so
she
beautiful.
said, "I love and appreciate those who have been so loving and supportive and kind. It really means so much." Heart emoji. "I've been
Mhm.
sitting with a lot of feelings, and one of them is regret for speaking publicly about something so personal before I really gave myself the time and care it deserved." And it's like, not saying what you're saying is wrong, but like you're the one who said that you and Ace were no longer together.
Yeah.
"I love and care so much about Ace, and I'm choosing to handle our relationship with more privacy and intention moving forward. I just ask that there be respect and kindness on both sides and that the hate and speculation stop. Moments like these are meant to be worked through in real life, not online. And right now, my priority is peace, boundaries, and protecting what matters to me. Thank you guys."
Okay. Huh. Yeah.
And I think too, it's kind of funny that her and Ace are now wanting to be like, "Oh, well, our relationship's gonna be in private," because that's what Alandria and Nick have been doing, is
Mhm.
having a more private relationship and then just dropping like the what was the recent magazine article that they just did, and it was like all Christmassy and stuff.
Mhm.
And it's like, not y'all copying Nick and Alandria.
Huh. I haven't seen the Christmas drop, so I'll have to go and look for
My
that.
god, they're so there's one that Alandria literally I mean, she always looks gorgeous, but the hair, the body, the outfit, she literally just looks like a Christmas present. Let me see if I can find it. It was their glamour spread. Um,
You said Glamour, like
yeah.
Glamour magazine?
Mhm.
Glamour Woman of the Year? Or is that something
Yes.
different?
She's won 4 awards. First Love Island this picture.
Okay, so hold on. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
She's so fire.
Like, ugh,
Yes.
literal
Yeah,
bomb
I was
pics.
literally just getting ready to, let me see.
And then like, oh, so cutesy.
Oh, hang on, because I was trying to open up this So I can't even see you right this moment. So
Oh, there you
hang
go.
tight.
Oh, perfect.
Get this out of the way. Like I hope he reminds himself every day how he's the luckiest man in the world. Cause like what?
Well, and I don't think there is really a bigger fan of Alandria than Nick.
It's true.
Like
It's
if you
true.
go on I'll see like a TikTok edit of Alandria.
Oh
10,
my
10 times out of
god.
10, Nick has already reposted it.
Okay. And like, that's my babe.
uh,
She's
you
so
know,
freaking
he's
fire.
so stunning.
Fire.
Gorge.
They will have the cutest babies
Right?
if they want, if they choose.
I think I think they do want kids. I think
Do
they have both expressed they would like children.
I can't believe I haven't seen this.
Mhm. And I wanna say, like, Nick was a sperm donor, and so there is a child with his DNA because he gave his sperm to, like, a lesbian couple,
What?
and him and his mom were kinda bummed that, like, they weren't gonna kinda be in the child's life, you know?
Come on. Come on.
Right?
So good.
Just so
Okay. All right. I will stop. I can come back to this on my own. I just was like, I haven't seen
no.
this. I must see this.
Yes. So good.
So good.
But,
All right.
their relationship, because it kinda made me think about our one conversation, can you be pro-Black and have a white partner?
Olandria definitely does a good job of it.
You know what I
She
mean?
definitely does a good job of it. She's very intentional about always speaking about her Blackness and going to an
Mhm,
HBCU and like, yeah, which I feel like, especially as a dark-skinned Black woman, um, yeah, I mean, it's an important conversation to have anyway, but
mhm,
especially as a dark-skinned Black woman, like, that didn't change for
mhm.
her.
Yeah.
So, I
Well, and
feel
I
like
think
sometimes.
I think too, like, watching her story on Love Island, like, seeing again, yes, this dark-skinned Black woman wanting Black love so bad, and literally no offense, but kinda every Black person in that villa did her fucking wrong. Like, even coming out, like, her and
Mhm.
Shelly aren't cool.
They're
Taylor Swift
not?
mm, I don't think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they're never tweeting at each other, like,
Okay.
never
Something
I wanna
happened.
say even in, like, the photos that I've seen of them, like, it's like coworkers going to a work event. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And
Mhm.
I don't think Shelly ever said anything after Ace went on that Speedy interview.
Mm.
So yeah, like, her and Shelly aren't cool. Taylor is still making I Pick Clark videos,
Oh
like,
god.
and, like, I think Jalen is so cute, but, like, I don't think him and Alandria were in game. You know what I
Uh-huh,
mean?
uh-huh.
And he never mistreated her or anything, but, like, that just wasn't her person. I'm trying
Mhm,
to think who else was on there that was Black. Anyone else? Oh, I guess, like, the boys in the villa, but
mhm,
and Coco. Coco
yeah.
said some shit when she got out, so, like,
Mhm, mhm.
I don't
I thought
know.
Coco was just being a hater, though.
And I'm like, "Coco, you are also gorgeous. You are too pretty to be acting this way.
Yeah,
Stop."
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, like, I don't what does a Black woman do in that situation? Like, here you are just wanting to be loved and supported by your people, and look what happened. They
Mhm.
made a mockery of you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nick worships the ground she walks on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I still love the saying, like, when, she was on the chopping block and it was, Nick telling everyone, "We got 2 options. Alandria staying and Alandria's not going home." Was
Period.
like, "Yeah."
Period.
And meanwhile, he had, like, a connection with Sierra.
Yeah.
He was like, "My wife is right there. She's
Yeah.
not moving."
Yeah. Yeah. So he knew, she just didn't know yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and I still think back, like, cause love them, right? But, like,
Mhm.
"Alandria, girl, you try to gaslight me."
When she
Like,
said
I
they
still
didn't
think
feel anything when they kissed,
yes!
I'm like,
That
"Do you know we can see you?"
And I tell people because it's the girl that works next to me, she's always like, "It's so fun to listen to your conversations about these shows because you get so passionate." And she was like, especially during Love Island, she was like, "That was so fun." And I was like,
Yeah.
"'Cause they try to gaslight me. If
Yeah.
I can feel the connection through the screen and you're
Yeah.
gonna tell me I'm wrong,
Yeah.
I don't like that. That is crazy." Crazy work. But shout out to them. Nick
Shout out to
Lampy
them.
forever.
Definitely, definitely a fan. All right, let's see. What else do we have on here? Skinny Wicked Cast, Skinny Hollywood, Eat the Rich.
Yeah, so that's just a little theory. I literally I meant to save it. There was this TikTok that I saw, and because have you seen, like, just everyone in Hollywood becoming skinny? Like, everyone's
Mhm,
on Ozempic. I mean, they
mhm,
even got Serena Williams. Like,
mhm, mhm.
um but this guy, he was like, "Isn't it funny that as soon as we started saying, like, eat the rich, they
They all got
all
skinny.
got skinny and started showing their
No,
bones," and I
I'm
was
just
like
bristle. I wouldn't be delicious.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, might be
Yes.
onto something."
Yeah.
And
I
then
was on a
I heard another theory, and it was saying that, they're trying to normalize, like, starvation so that when we really see it, like, it won't really
won't be able to
affect us.
recognize it.
Mhm, and I was like, "Cool, cool, cool."
That tracks, actually. That
Mhm.
definitely does track. Wow.
It
I
really
was
is
on a
that deep.
huh?
It
Yeah,
really
no,
is
for
that
real.
deep.
For real. I like you, I haven't been watching the new like I don't watch the news, right? Like stuff comes across and I'm not even doing a ton of social media right now either, so like it has to reach me in another way.
Mhm.
But I did see where somebody said that Donald Trump basically he didn't announce that he was gonna start the Hunger Games, but like kind of.
Yeah. Patriot Championship or some shit.
Like, what is that?
He wants to take a boy and a girl every from each state in high school and make them compete for a Patriot Award.
Wow. We can all
And
watch it on
then
television or
right, I'm sure. Um, and then the Democrats' TikTok page, because are you familiar with, like, the Hunger Games?
um,
So with each new movie that they've done now, like after the original trilogy, when they announce an actor that's playing the role, they'll have like a picture of like the words in the book and they'll zoom in on the character's name and
mhm,
then the page will like burn and it will reveal like the actor playing them.
mhm,
So the Democrats' official TikTok page did that, and
mhm.
they did it with Snow, who's like the horrible president, And when
Okay.
it burned, it was Donald Trump.
Wow.
And not to say that that's not, like, funny, because, like, okay, funny, haha, but also, you're our fucking representatives, bitch. What the fuck are you doing? Is this a joke to you?
It is. Clearly it is. Clearly it is. What did
Huh?
you think of Jasmine Crockett running for, is it Senate or Congress? What is she running for?
I think Senate, because she is a congressperson, right?
Okay. Yeah. So, what did you think of that? Or do you
So,
think of that at all?
oh, she's a representative. What is
Okay.
she running for?
This is running. I feel like we should know, but
Maybe
I
it is.
don't.
Oh yeah, she is running for Senate. Sorry, I just
Okay.
want to make sure.
Okay.
So there's a big like conversation going around. Do you remember that hand girl?
Mm-hmm.
So she's already made like a video talking about like uh what'd she say? Like she was trying to give a litmus test, and I'm probably gonna butcher like how this was all said and done. But
Mm-hmm.
um because she brought up, Jasmine is pro-Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And she was comparing Jasmine. I guess there's a white man that's running for
Mm-hmm.
maybe the same
Mm-hmm.
position.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another video, and it's Hand's picture, the white guy, and then Jasmine Crockett, and they're kind of talking about like, oh, Lindsay leans left. She reposted it. Was kind of like, out of these three people, like, who do you think could best represent like the people and like
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff? And so I think it's kind of a tricky conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because not to say that Jasmine isn't qualified or like she couldn't do the job,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of feel the same way about her as I did with Kamala. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's just certain issues that I'm not really getting full transparency on that I
Mm-hmm.
don't know I could be like 100% you're gonna get my vote.
Mm-hmm.
And but then I was all I some of the conversation was um who cares that Jasmine is pro Israel? What is she doing for like the people in this country? And it does seem like she does advocate and like has done stuff. So like
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I mean, I'm always going to support a black woman, right? But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
again, like not all skin folk are kinfolk, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's hard when you're so embedded in the system. Like,
Mhm.
and it's not that I
That's
don't
my that's my thing.
yeah, and it's not that
My
I don't trust Jasmine as a person. I don't
Mhm.
trust the system that she is representing.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, for me, at the end of the day, it's still 2 wings, same bird.
Mhm.
And I am no longer interested in baby stepping, progression in
Mhm.
this country. We've been doing that for 200 and almost 50 years.
Mhm.
And within 11 months, the current regime has just like basically obliterated any progress that's been made. So now we got to start back at the beginning again. I'm good. Actually,
Yeah,
y'all can
no.
just go ahead and knock all this shit over. I don't
Literally.
I don't have the emotional bandwidth anymore for it.
Yeah, like it's just and I keep asking people who that say that they're Democrats or like we just need to make it, these 4 years. I start to ask them, I'm like, "You really think you can reform this?"
Mhm. Mm.
And when you
Yeah.
ask them that, they're like, well, I'm like, no. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
he controls the Supreme Court. He's put
Mhm.
what 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers in there. His
Mhm.
people, they are infiltrating.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Infiltrated. It's
Yeah, like,
already
it doesn't
done.
matter who's president, like, he's got his people in there, and clearly, I mean, he has the military backing him, so not even the military is, like,
To be trusted.
questioning
Yeah.
him. So, again, you think you can reform this?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Burn it all down. It feels like a lice infestation.
It does. Make you
Like,
a little itchy.
yes, like, it is so frustrating. Like,
Mm.
'cause it and again, right, it's not just the politicians. Now, I mean, the Epstein files are proving that. It's judges, it's lawyers, it's doctors, like, and the other day I
The
was like,
whole
the whole
damn system.
system. Like, what more needs to happen for us to finally be like, "Okay,
Enough is
I'm
enough.
I'm not doing this anymore."
I'm out. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I keep saying, like, I think the universe does love me in one shape or the other because I know I wouldn't be able to remain calm watching ICE, like, detain and kidnap somebody. Like, I saw a video and they were dragging a pregnant woman through the ice. I could not just stand there and watch that happen.
Mm. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Like, when I
Yeah.
tell you I would grab a baseball bat and
Mhm.
bash those fucking cars in.
Mhm.
Also, slash these motherfucking tires.
Mhm.
Like, y'all wanna get out so bad. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
couldn't be me. And
Yeah.
this reminds me, we talked about that one girl that got ripped from City Hall and everyone just, like, watched it happen. Like, I
Quietly.
could not do that.
Quietly. Yeah. Yeah. I saw one of the signs during the No Kings protest. It said first they came for the immigrants, and I spoke up because I know the rest of the fucking poem.
Mhm,
And I feel that really,
mhm.
really deep in my soul.
Yes, absolutely. There was something that I shared that was similar. I think I lost it. But pretty much said, like, "Oh, well, you're freaking out now because we're at the 'they came for you' part, and no one else
Mhm.
is here." And it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, like, people are being sent out of the country without due process. People aren't being allowed to contact their family. I saw a video of, like, a white woman calling the ICE facilities trying to get information on someone. They're like, "Sorry, we don't have a number." And she kept asking, like, "Well, how do I get the number?" And
Yeah.
they kept giving her the runaround.
Yeah.
Like, when I tell Ugh, I would blow something up.
Yeah.
Like, mm-mm. It
Yeah.
makes me so angry, like, and I
Yeah.
just don't understand how people can just be like, "Well, I went to Target today and"
Literally.
like,
Like, bitch,
"What?
targets?
Huh?"
No, for real. Dead ass. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I keep telling people, I'm always like, "I just know one day they're gonna come get me. I'm either gonna go to jail or, like, they're gonna put me in an asylum. I really don't care at this point." I keep telling people, I'm like, "Just put me in close proximity. I will take care of people's problems. Put me in
Mhm.
the same room, please."
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
care at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm single, I don't have any kids. What you know, I'm the perfect one.
No,
Sign me
it's a
up.
lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah. I knew that one was gonna get your blood pressure up, but
Yes. I just it's just
had to.
frustrating.
Huh?
It's just frustrating. Like,
Mhm.
And I guess because too, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to make someone care.
I don't think you can.
Yeah,
You can't. Like, you either get it or you don't at this point.
literally.
Yeah.
And again, yeah, like, what more has to happen?
Yeah.
And I've even been telling people too, I was like, "Okay, so they released the Epstein files, then what?" Nothing. Got it.
Literally zero things. More
Mhm.
people have been arrested for throwing a Subway sandwich at a cop than have been arrested for trafficking children with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. And it's crazy because one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot lately is how we keep talking about it as if it's in the past. Like Jeffrey Epstein was trafficking children. Okay, children are still being trafficked.
Hello.
Like they got rid of evidence with him, right? He no longer exists, but that was happening for decades before he became a part of it, and it's going to go on for decades after he's gone. And I just feel like we keep trying to have the wrong conversations. We're asking the wrong questions, and it's not even our fault necessarily because we're so propagandized. And it's like we're constantly being so propagandized that like but yeah, we gotta sit back and relax and like look at the bigger picture and figure this shit out because
Literally. And if
it's
you really like, if you take Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein, they're literally the same. They
it's the
both
same.
they weaseled their way into this broader establishment and then completely took it over themselves. When I found out Jeffrey Epstein was teaching at a college with no fucking degree, I was like, "Excuse me?"
And that Bannon's dad, Steve Bannon's dad, is the person that hired him to do that job, right?
Yeah,
Like the way
probably.
I'm pretty sure it was Steve Bannon's dad. The way all of this shit is intertwined so tightly too. Like you keep
Mhm.
seeing the same names over and over and over again. So remember the day that you texted me about the reckoning and I was going on and on and on about Trump and how I just know that Trump, Epstein, Diddy, like all of that is connected. John, do you remember we talked about Jonathan Oddie on this podcast before? The guy Jonathan Oddie that like he went into it wasn't Mar-a-Lago, it was another Trump property in Florida, Balmoral or something. It was a Trump property in Florida, but he was a fucking shooter. Like he was an active shooter inside of one of Donald Trump's during his first presidency
Mhm.
inside one of his okay, that man of course was arrested. um his interrogation can actually still be watched on YouTube to this day, or at least last time I looked you could still see his interrogation on YouTube at that time. And this is 2016, 2017, somewhere in there. He was talking about how he was Diddy's sex slave and that Diddy was hiring him to come and have sex with Cassie, and that Diddy was the head of the Black Boule in Hollywood, and it's this blackmail ring and blah blah blah. And everybody thought he was insane because you just got arrested for being an active shooter at a Trump hotel and you're talking about being hired to be Diddy and Cassie's sex slave. And now look at us. Now
And
look at us.
also the Cat Williams interview too. I mean,
Yeah.
Cat Williams was saying a lot of stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
so a lot of these people, for me, what that Jonathan Oddie interview does is it makes me think when these people are doing, because now I wonder if he was doing that to try, like, purposely get someone's attention because he knew that he couldn't go to the police. He needed to get eyes on him because they were probably trying to kill him.
Probably. Mhm.
And he needed to get some eyes on him. And now he's disappeared.
Of
So
course.
he still has court dates come up. Well, at least during the trial, during the Diddy trial, he had several court dates come up leading up to that. And his attorneys are showing up and the case is just being, it just keeps getting pushed back. So I don't know what that's, but he's not showing up in court. His
Mm.
attorneys are showing up in court and the dates are just being like, it just keeps being continued. But he's not been seen or heard from, like, basically since that interrogation. So,
Sketchy.
yeah.
And it always just makes me think of that sound like, and if you think your government wouldn't do that to you, oh, yes, they would.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I wish people would understand, like, when we talk about like the establishment and stuff, because like it's more than just one machine, right? Like
Mhm.
it's the military industrial
Mhm.
complex, it's the
Mhm.
Federal Reserve,
Mhm.
it's oh my God, what else? Just like literally, I want to say it's like
It's literally
the
everything.
media, the
Yeah, the
media.
media, yeah, the propaganda arm,
Mhm.
yeah.
And like
Mhm.
they all
Work in
in the
concert.
jungle, they're all in bed
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, how
Yeah,
can I not see this?
yeah. Have you been watching or paying any attention to any of the Erica Kirk, TPUSA drama?
So I know like Candace just met with her.
Mhm.
She low key Erica kind of scares me.
She
Like
is, yeah.
her face, she's terrifying.
Mhm.
So no, I don't think I did see.
Yeah. I mean, it just appears, I don't know how true it is, but it appears that Charlie Kirk being assassinated was some sort of a,
Was playing.
it was definitely planned. It clearly was planned. That's why Erica Kirk and Candace met, because Candace has been on all over the internet like,
Yeah, because
this
Candace
shit's
loves
not
to
making no sense.
do.
Like, this is your husband. Why aren't you asking more questions? Like, you just popped up as a CEO and you're out here in your tight rock star outfits, popping off pyrotechnics. But like, and it's crazy because Erica Kirk was so quick to go on stage at Charlie's funeral where they're hawking all this merchandise and whatnot and forgive the person who killed her husband. But Candace is all kinds of evil, crazy bitches because she keeps asking questions about what happened to her husband. To, like,
Yeah.
it's all, I
Well,
think
now
that's a
that
part of the
you're
machine.
oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
well, and now that you're, like, saying that, I remember a few years ago, I worked with, like, this white woman, and, I wanna say it was around when Hillary was running, and she said or no, it might have been after Hillary lost, and she said that she's afraid that the Republicans will be the first ones to nominate a female president. And I'm just thinking of everything going on. And I'm like, well, if Erica and JD get together, because that's the narrative that they're trying to push, and JD's not very well liked as much as Donald, but
Mhm.
Erica is.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I could
I
see
think
it.
they might be gearing up Miss Erica Kirk to be the next president.
I could see it.
'Cause
I
I
could
can
see
see
it.
it now, like, she lost her husband, and he was
Mhm.
the true patriot of America, and now she's gonna, continue on with his vision and message. Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. even though Candace has been pretty clear that his vision and message is not what they're pushing, that it sounded like he was like, "Yeah, that's not my vision and message, and that's why they killed him."
Well, who are they gonna believe? Are they gonna believe
I
his
know.
black side piece? Or are they gonna
Yeah.
believe his
I
white
s
what is it? Eva Angel
Evangelical.
evangelical wife.
I said Candace is gonna believe in racism by the time all this is over with.
Mhm,
But yeah, Erica, she is scary looking. She looks like a husky to me. The
mhm. That makes me sad because I think huskies are so cute, but I see what you're saying.
they
I
are,
see
but
what
she
you're
looks
saying.
like one. Like Snoop looks like a Doberman, she looks like a husky.
That's funny.
To me.
She actually looks like, I know you don't watch scary movies, but if you look up Chucky's bride, Tiffany.
Oh, yeah. No, she does. I know who Chucky's right. She does look just like her, actually. Smeared eye makeup and all.
Mhm. Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanna know, like, the phenomenon behind, like, cause her eyes there's that one pastor, and his eyes are really, like, scary looking.
Mm,
I don't know his name, but he's terrifying.
mm.
And, I think there are some blue eyes that are just so pretty, but, like, those are just
Scary.
ooh,
I mean, it just looks like they don't have a soul. It looks like you
no.
don't have a soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she doesn't behave like she has a soul either, so there's
Right,
that.
right.
Like, she's very fake loving and, like,
Mhm.
I understand what she's trying to give, but it never really
Yeah, and I was thinking, I was like, did she ever, like, actually mourn? Like, I feel like she's ever since he's been
she's been outside.
outside.
She's
And
been
you know
outside.
what? Also, no one is questioning why isn't she with her kids? Doesn't she have 2 kids with that man?
She does, allegedly,
Allegedly? Mhm.
allegedly.
'Cause I'm low key
Yeah,
like, I would like to see a DNA test.
I've definitely grieved cats longer than she's grieved her husband.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, when my dog passed, I was a week nonstop
yeah,
crying.
just sick, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no way I could have gone out on stage and, like,
Like, tour?
absolutely
Are you
not,
crazy? Yeah.
absolutely not. Well, and so I recently saw a clip, so the one clip that's going viral, and it's that newscaster being like, "Candace Owen is saying this, like, what do you have to say to her?" And she's like, "Stop,
Stop. Yeah.
just stop." So
Mhm.
there's more to that whole little segment. The news interviewer was like, "So the last person that talked to your husband was like blah 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 blah, this guy." And they
Mhm.
brought that guy to the show.
Mhm.
And he was asked Erica one question. He was like, I was saddened to hear of like what happened to your husband. I thought that was such a horrible way to go out and people celebrating his death and blah blah blah. So at first I was kind of like, are you serious?
Mhm.
Like this is what we have. But then he was like talking about, people perpetuating like violence and stuff. And he was like, so will you condemn Donald Trump for like yeah. Yeah, and I was like,
What did she say?
of course she like we
She talked around it.
talked around it, yeah, and
Uh-huh.
didn't say nothing, but I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Okay, guy.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like, "Oh."
Yeah." And she did that, like, the evil, like, glare that she
Mhm.
does, and she was like,
Mhm.
"Thank you so much for your question." What did she say? She tried to say that that conversation starts in the home with families. And it's like, but if these families are listening to what Donald Trump is saying,
One of my clients, I pissed her clean off this week. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But she was going on and on. She definitely voted for Trump. Like, she's definitely like hardcore MAGA. She's never said it to me, but I know that she is. And so every chance I get, I say something about her trifling ass president. So when she was in there the other day, she was saying something about somebody being like, she was talking about bullying and like how bullying has become so commonplace and da 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 da. And this, we're having this conversation, bless you, as we're cashing her out. So, I'm like, yeah, well, I said, your little president's been on television for over 10 years bullying people. So she's like, well, yeah, but that's just one person. Da, 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 da. I said the most powerful person in the United States. And like, if he can get away with it, why can't other people get away with it? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's setting an example for generations to come. And she's just like, yeah, I mean, I know, whatever. Like, and she's like, I pissed her off.
Good.
And I always say it with the sweetest little smile. I'm like, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
That's your guy, right? That's your man.
See you
Well,
next year.
you know what I like to bring up too when people say like, "Well, how can one man, be have that influence?" Charles Manson never actually murdered anyone himself, right?
Yeah. Jim Jones convinced hundreds of people to drink the Kool-Aid and kill
Like, what the
themselves.
fuck?
Yeah. People are not okay.
Not okay. At this point, I'm like, "You know what? Put me in the asylum.
Yeah.
I want a hug me jacket in a padded room with some happy fucking pills, cause
Bring me some snacks on
'cause real
occasion.
life, I
Yeah.
feel more crazy in real life.
No, for real. For real.
Like, I can't do it anymore. I'm over it. I'm over it. Ooh.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It is a lot. Um, Netflix buys Warner Brothers. I don't know about this.
So I don't know if that's 100% true yet.
Mhm.
Cash, please stop. Um, but I think it's definitely gonna roll through because I'm starting to see on Netflix like a lot of Warner Brothers shows, movies, HBO originals are starting to go back onto Netflix. So I think there definitely was some kind of deal made.
Mhm.
And I know, or all the articles that I saw, Netflix was going to spend 82 billion to buy them out. And it's like, I don't want to tell anyone what they can and can't do with their money, right? None of my I'm just a hairstylist, not
Mhm.
like, and I don't have $82 billion that I can just drop, you know? But I think it's a little interesting that this company has $82 billion, but this same company was pissed that we were sharing passwords
Hello.
that I was still fucking paying for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can't share passwords because you were losing so much revenue,
Mhm.
but
Still had
it's
$82 billion
crazy how we
just
just had
chilling
82
around
billion dollars to try to buy out another network. And I don't
Crazy.
know if it's like gone through yet because it's something to do with, I'm hearing people say like monopoly and like
Uh-huh.
they don't even know if it's legal.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They
Mm.
were using a lot of
That's
terminology that I was,
rich
yeah,
people stuff.
I was like,
Yeah.
it. 82
Yeah.
billion, that's crazy.
For real. For
Um,
real.
but I mean, I do have like a Netflix account, but like I don't want that to happen because I feel like anytime they get something good, they fucking cancel it. So I don't want them to be like, I don't know. I just think that's also very shady because I think Netflix has made some kind of deal with like the movie theater industry. Because
Mm.
I don't know, like, who runs that? right? Like, I don't know
Mhm.
how the movie theater industry, like,
Mm-mm.
how all
Yeah.
that works out.
Mm-mm.
Um, but I think that because the new Frankenstein movie was only out in theaters for 2 weeks before it went to Netflix.
Oh, wow.
And there's been, like, a few movies that, like, will go in theater and, like, they might be in there for maybe a month, and then they're
Yeah.
already on a
I feel
streaming.
like people aren't going to the movies like that anymore.
Yeah, so I'm kinda like, what that's why I'm wanting to know, like,
Yeah.
what's the I don't I yeah, when a new movie is made, do movie theaters just automatically get the rights to display it? Or, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
how
would
that
like to
goes.
know.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, it seems a little shady if there's gonna be some kind of deal to where Netflix would get that over I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll keep our eye on it.
Yeah.
I rarely go to the movies, but my daughter and I are gonna go see the SpongeBob movie, because
Okay.
she's obsessed with She's
I
loved
love
SpongeBob since she
SpongeBob.
was a little kid, yeah. Yeah,
Love
so
SpongeBob.
we gonna go see SpongeBob,
Sometimes
but yeah,
when I get high, I love to go on YouTube and just watch, like, some like, some of the best SpongeBob, like, little clips.
moments.
Yeah!
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That way you
Uh-huh.
don't have to, like, sit through the whole episode, you can just watch
Yes.
parts.
Yes.
And I always crack up at the one episode where, like have you seen any of them?
SpongeBob?
Mhm.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I told you my daughter was obsessed with SpongeBob,
Mhm.
so I wasn't sitting around watching them with her,
Yeah.
but, like, I'm aware of SpongeBob.
Yeah. There's one episode where, like, there were a lot of boats coming through,
Mhm.
like, Bikini Bottom and, like, dropping their anchors, and one
Mm.
of the anchors landed in front of Squidward's house, and he was just, like, annoyed, and, he's, like, yelling at SpongeBob and Patrick, and he is like, "I'm gonna get to the bottom of this," and he starts, like, climbing, uh, the anchor, and SpongeBob's like, "Don't you mean the top?" And
Hello.
and Squidward just is like it's just so funny, they're so stupid.
I love it. I'm trying to think, was it the 26th birthday or the 27th birthday? Is it the 27th? Like, what's funnier than 26, 27?
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
So, I literally had it in my calendar for, like, a decade so that when my daughter turned 27, I could get her the SpongeBob 27 cake.
I love that. That's so cute. That's so
Yeah, good
Shout out
times.
SpongeBob. I did see, though, Ice Spice is coming under some fire because she went to the premiere for that, and she was kind of in, like, a lacy little gown, and it's like, "This is a
At the
kids
SpongeBob
material."
premiere.
Yeah.
Is it a kids movie, though? Like, in real life, is it? Because in hindsight, I just look at some of the jokes and I'm like, "Is this for kids?"
I mean, yeah, I guess it would depend, right?
Yeah,
Because I don't
but
know.
also, like, if they're marketing it as a kids movie, like, why are you out here with your tits out, lady?
Well, and I will say, so when I first saw it, I
Mm,
didn't think it looked, like, too bad from the
mhm,
front, but, I
mhm,
mean, it's, like, all white and, like, it's very, like, lacy sheer up here, and you can clearly tell she's wearing a bra, and then
uh-huh,
I wanna say it was a little I mean, body tee, like, she looked good,
mhm,
but you can tell she's wearing, like, a thong, like, her
mhm,
G-string comes up over her skirt, and again, from the front, it didn't look, like,
mhm,
too bad, but
mhm.
then when she turned around, the back,
Like,
like,
your entire
dropped,
ass is out, babes.
and you can yeah, and I was like, "Ooh, you kinda lost me there."
Yeah,
Like, we could have covered that a little better.
yeah.
'Cause, again, I don't wanna tell a woman, like, what she can and can't wear,
Sure.
but I'm also like, "Ooh, I don't know, this is a
Know your
Nickelodeon."
audience. Yeah,
Yeah,
know your
like, this is
audience.
a SpongeBob premiere, like, who else was there
Yeah.
that we should be dressing this way?
And if it's Nickelodeon, I mean, she probably figured what's his face from Nickelodeon was literally raping and getting Nickelodeon stars pregnant. So what's a little butt cheek?
Well, and, I did see someone commented and they were like, either this is like a humiliation ritual or like, yeah, clearly Nickelodeon is still being run by like pedophiles, which they
Mhm.
are.
Absolutely.
Uh, but I was just like, damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh,
Who I because I know we're like getting to the end and you have a Christmas party to get to. And so I was trying to be slick and look up. There was somebody, there was some, was it a trial? The man that stabbed the four roommates, the Idaho murders. Catch
yeah.
me up.
Whoa. So I'm a big fan. Well, I gotta say this carefully. I like true crime. I
Mhm,
don't like uh I don't like the exploitation of it though. Like I hate when shows and movies get made without like victims' permissions and all
mhm,
that. But
mhm,
I've been looking into this Idaho murder and it is not adding up. So, first of all, we're supposed to believe that this one man killed 4 people, and I know you're kinda like, "Well, surely that can be done." It can, but he stabbed them, 2 and there were 2 to a room. And then I saw actual footage from the neighbors where you can see him like pull up to the house. So timestamp where he like car in frame is 4:07.
mhm.
Car out of frame 4:20. I'm supposed to believe one man,
Murdered four
4
people
people, 2
in
to a room, mind
in
you, also
13 minutes.
stabbed them,
Wow.
and no one heard or saw anything
In 13 minutes.
in 13 minutes.
Wow.
Because there's 2 surviving roommates that were
Mhm,
not attacked, and the one, her name is Dylan, and I don't wanna, like, put any victim
mhm,
blame or anything,
mhm.
but, also, mind you, the cops weren't called till almost noon. Yeah.
What were the
Uh,
other 2 roommates doing for 8 hours? Right?
right?
'Cause you said he left at 4:20 in the morning?
Mhm.
So for 8 hours, they're just in there chilling with 4 dead bodies. Okay, continue.
Yeah. And then, maybe I would believe this one man killed 4 people if he knew them. If there were any history of him stalking, being in a relationship, being friends, knowing the proximity of the house. But, like, again, because I like to fully dive in, I looked at the crime scene photos of the house. There's no way you would have known, like, who was in a room unless you have been there before and
Mhm,
know, because how it was, like, the house was designed, so on in their front door, that's in the basement. He allegedly entered through the sliding glass door, which is on the 2nd floor.
mhm,
And so in on the 2nd floor, it's the one of the surviving roommate's room, and then the other room is where 2 of the victims were found dead, and that's one of the roommates and her boyfriend. And so then you go up the stairs, one of the roommates' rooms is over here, so on top of
mhm.
where Xana and her boyfriend were found dead.
Mhm.
And in this room, the door was shut, but there was a dog there. The dog belonged to Kaylee, who was killed. Kaylee and I think her name's Melissa. Melissa Miranda, an N name. I'm so
Mhm.
sorry.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
were found in the room across the hall. On top of Dylan's room, were
Wow.
found stabbed in that room.
Mhm.
So you're telling me
Yeah.
again, this one man
Yeah.
walked past Dylan's room, walked past Xana and her boyfriend's room, went upstairs with the dog, apparently the dog not making any sound. Um, and the dog was found alive, so, like, nothing happened to the dog. He
Wow.
goes in to a room with 2 girls, kills them, no one hears anything. He comes downstairs, then enters Xana's room, kills her and her boyfriend, and I think they did, reveal that Xana had defensive wounds on her, so she clearly fought back.
Mhm.
And then Dylan said during this, she opened and closed her door 3 times because she heard crying, she heard a guy say, "It's okay, I'm gonna help you," and then she heard a thud. So she opened her door and closed it 3 times, and she said during those 3 times she didn't see or hear anything. Well, actually, I take that back. I think maybe on that 3rd time 'cause she says she saw him leave. She saw a man in a ski mask with bushy eyebrows leave.
Was he
And
bloody? 'Cause he just stabbed 4 people. He should be, like, covered in blood.
right? She
Okay.
doesn't see or smell anything. Cause also that much blood has a smell to it.
Sure.
But nope, says that again, just sees a man she doesn't recognize in a ski mask with bushy eyebrows and dark clothes, and he leaves through the sliding glass door.
And she just went to bed?
And she closes her door, locks it, and I think then she starts texting with the other roommate who's downstairs, and they eventually, like, get together in the same room, but again, the phone call to the 911 wasn't until almost noon.
8 hours later.
Mhm.
Yeah. No. I'm terrible at math, but not that bad.
Right? And the evidence, I mean, the killer. So there is evidence of, like, his phone location being well, pinging near where the house was, because it was pinging off, like, the tower. Um, his car did match the description, but there was DNA on one single fingerprint, mind you, on the knife sheath that he would have
Uh-huh,
used that
uh-huh.
apparently he just left next to one of the victims,
Of course he
and I
did.
saw a picture of the knife sheath. I didn't see any blood on there. It looked like a brand new knife sheath.
The way our our government has been just, like, rolling out the false flags all year. Well, when did this? I guess that wasn't this year. Because 'cause I'm like, we've been was it
I wanna
this year?
say that was no, that I wanna say that was back in 2022,
Okay, okay.
but he pleaded guilty this year, and
Wow.
so now there won't be, like I don't
No
think,
trial, no
yeah.
evidence, no like,
Mhm.
that's just it.
And what's also very strange about this case, because again, I don't think people should just like glorify these murders and just show, but like the crime scene photos are sealed. I don't even think the families have been able to see the crime scene photos. Um, the two surviving victims, full like interviews sealed.
Yeah.
Um, what else was sealed? I wanna say even the autopsies have been sealed.
Wow.
Like, even the families haven't gotten, like, answers.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
weird.
but and I think, the 4 victims' families, like, none of them are super pressuring law enforcement, and I think it's because they think that they have the guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he pleaded guilty, there's DNA.
There's
And
no
not
we
to
don't
say that, like, he wasn't there, because clearly I don't know,
there's something
clearly he
to it.
was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, you're telling me this guy with no I don't think he's had, like, any criminal activity, no history of knowing any of the victims, and at the time, he's older, like, I wanna say he's 28 and the others are 22, 21, and I think one might have even been 19. So, like,
Weird.
yeah, what the hell's going
Weird.
on? And the neighbor, like I said, they've released their camera footage at 2 a.m. You hear a blood-curdling scream, and it sounds like police or whoever tried to say, "Well, this was a because it's a college town, and that was a college house," that,
Mhm.
um
They were just partying or
that they were
something?
just partying, and it's like, I know the difference between, like, drunk girls giggling and kikiing and, like,
Mhm.
someone's being tortured.
So who was this guy? Why was he at their house? They're saying that he just popped up, pulled up, murdered 4 people, and rode out?
Mhm. And you see, again, from, like, the neighbor's camera, he does drive around the house, like, I wanna say the first timestamp where you kinda see him is around 3:30, but he
Mhm.
never parks his car or gets out, like, he just drives and he doesn't even drive up to the road that you would have to get to their house. It's
Mhm.
almost like he's just kinda circling the little neighborhood. So I think there was a timestamp he did that around, like, 3:20, and then I think, like, another one was around 3:50 maybe, but then, like
Mhm.
I said, the timestamp at 4:07, you see him drive up, and you can kinda see from the house across the street, like, the reflections in the windows a little bit, like, you
Yeah.
can see that he puts the car in park and then we don't see and at 4:20, when I tell you that car is speeding out of there.
Hmm.
So, like, clearly something happened,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I almost think and also what was strange was Xana ordered DoorDash at 4 o'clock. And again, because I saw in the crime scene photos, her food is in the kitchen. So, like, I don't know how you go from a dead sleep in like that. I don't know. I mean, I know it's possible and especially after drinking, but like again, he entered the home maybe 4:10 or I mean 4:08,
Yeah.
4:09, give or
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
So and she just got her food at 4.
Yeah. So you're awake.
And again, he walked past 2 rooms
Yeah.
and up a flight of stairs.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up
Yeah.
and see what I can see. I know, I've just been really like there's been several things recently that I'm like, that just gives false flag. That gives like the CIA is pushing a button somewhere and having people just pop up
Yeah.
and do some psychotic shit. So I
And
don't doubt.
again, I know white men are dangerous because that's the killer is a white man, but, like,
Mhm.
if you look at him, he's, like, kinda scrawny.
Yeah.
I could understand if they were like, "He shot 4 people,"
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
stabbing? And I
Mhm.
don't know if it's true because, like I said, we don't have an official I don't think we have an official, like, autopsy report out there, but
Mhm.
rumor has it the 2 girls that were found upstairs had multiple stab wounds. Like,
Hmm.
I heard 10 to 20.
Wow.
And, like, stabbing someone, that is
That's
exhausting.
exhausting. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
And
4
so
people in 13 minutes.
okay? And
Like,
also, unless that first stab was fatal, your adrenaline is gonna kick in. So,
mhm.
like, again,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
buying
not.
it. I'm not
Yeah,
buying it.
that's super weird.
Mhm.
Super weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Fascinating.
Mhm.
Alright, well, is that your work Christmas party? Is that what you said
Mhm.
you have tonight? Good
Yep.
times. It's the last
Yep.
time I'm gonna have to see any of you hoes.
Right. Exactly. No, I am gonna miss a good majority of them.
Yeah.
I was actually just thinking about it the other day and I like started crying. I was like, because this has been like the best like work environment that I've
Mhm.
been in, especially like this is the first time where I've really liked a good majority of my coworkers, but
That's
there's
awesome.
just no structure anymore and I can't handle that.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of miscommunication and like I feel like I don't ask for much, but
Mhm.
I need communication and a little bit of structure.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So,
Yes.
whatever.
Whatever. Well, have a great time. They're actually having a Christmas party for our place. Maybe it's this. I don't remember. I should look because I'm like, I don't remember when it is, but I saw the day I saw it up on the dry erase board in the laundry room the other
Mhm.
day. So yeah, they're having it just at some like breweries. So I don't know if I'll go. I don't like people like that.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
so we'll
Last
see.
night, I'll tell you this, I went to, like, a Krampus event with some friends. Essentially, it was just like a haunted house, and they put some Christmas decorations in there. But
Uh-huh.
I'm walking up, and the fucking security guard is like, "Hey, we you can't bring your" I had fucking pepper spray on my keychain. He's like, "You can't
Hilarious.
stick that in there." And I was like, "Of course not." And he's like,
Yeah,
"So you can either walk it back to your car," which mind you, I parked so fucking far because it was so
yeah.
busy. And
Uh-huh.
he was like, "Or you could just give it to me and get it when you're done." So I gave it to him. Motherfucker wasn't out there when I got back. I was like,
Hell nah.
"Why would you lie?" Like,
Wow.
ugh.
Wow.
So I was telling my friends, I was like, "Well, good thing I know how to fight, but, like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I can't bring my pepper spray, but I have, like, knuckles on my
Like
keychain too, but could bring those in." That
that's
that was
fine.
fun.
That's fine. Good times.
Oh,
All right, friend. Well, it is 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna cut us off of this episode.